Hi friends, welcome to the sitting room. Today we're doing a full restyle in here. We're going to do like an at-home styling vlog, take it nice and easy. This has come about from many nights of sitting on the couch, looking around and thinking, I want to move this, I want to add something here, take this away, switch this around, put something else here. And to be honest, I wouldn't rest until it was done. So I didn't want to wait till the new year. I wanted to get it done now so that we could put the Christmas tree up and fully decorate. So yeah, let me show you what the sitting room was looking like a couple of days ago. Apologies, I wanted to do this all in one day, but my allergies were kicking my ass. It's been the last 3 days, so I just want to get it done. Anytime I move furniture around, even if we keep the house as clean as we possibly can, my dust allergies kick up a bit, so womp womp, what can you do? So let's go back to a few days ago where this all started. Good morning everyone, or hi, whatever time you're watching this. Sitting room looks like a tornado's gone through it. Unfortunately, I've been prepping so much Christmas shit for the last few months that this area has kind of fallen away from us, and I'm tired of it, and I want to get everything spotless, organized, styled to perfection and ready for Christmas. This is what they're currently looking like. As you can see, not bad, just a little bit cluttered, but also not good. I went to the charity shops a couple of days ago and I found something that I wasn't expecting to find, and now it's changed my mind on what I want to do in this space. So let me show you. It's over here, this guy right here. I found this gorgeous wooden chest of drawers and it was £20. 20. £20. What? And immediately I knew I had to get it because I did originally think I would put it upstairs in the bathroom and have the sink on top of it and cut a hole in the middle and do all of that because the upstairs bathroom cabinet needs work. But I've fallen in love with it. It's gorgeous. I don't want to cut it. The top needs a little bit of restoration. It's got some watermarks on it, but the rest of the piece is in perfect condition. So that got me thinking, do I put it in one of these alcoves here? Do I even like these things that we got for £15 each at the charity shop? They're a little low, they don't fit. I feel like they're not adding anything to the space. I had a little chat with Hayley last night and she basically said, do what you want, which is really nice to hear. So I'm gonna take these two units and repurpose them elsewhere in the house because yes, believe it or not, there are places that we can make them work. I haven't figured it out yet entirely, but there are definitely places where we can use these. And I'm gonna fill every single alcove in the sitting room and dining room with something a little bit different to spruce it up a bit, make it look a little bit more interesting in here. And then I think we're closer to being finished in the house full of never-ending projects. So I moved some stuff out of the way, and then I'm not going to lie to you, the first day I got a little sidetracked with another project, but we'll revisit this at some point in the new year because this was getting way too far removed from my original objectives. The next day, Hayley and I spent the entire day moving all of the furniture around. Sorry this is in vertical format, I didn't have enough space to have two tripods hanging around, so I had to pick which way I was going to do this, and I picked the wrong way. Sorry guys. But we moved everything around, found a new home for all of these pieces, and tried to get the flow right in the rooms. I think that we managed that pretty well. This is halfway through the moving process. This is at the point where you're thinking, oh my god, it looks so much worse than when I started, but it has to look worse before it looks better. Anyway, we finished this up, and the next day I tackled some more projects. I'll show you the layout of the room at the end, but it does make so much more sense. It flows really well now. try a wood dye on this. This is the Rustin's wood dye in Antique Pine, so I'm hoping it will match really well. You can see this piece has been treated in a few different colors already, so I'm really hoping that this will match the front drawers, or at least the top section. There we go, she's looking really nice. I'm gonna leave that dry for a few hours and then we can come back and style it. As you can see, the top's looking a lot better. I didn't want to go too deep with the sanding because I really didn't want to potentially ruin this piece. So going into this, I knew it would be imperfect at the end, but I'm really pleased we got a lot of the water damage out. The color matches really well with the front of the drawers. The only issue is these squares at the back here. I think these holes once had a mirror, so this might have been like a vanity piece. So now these squares are showing up a little bit differently to how they were before, but you know what, it's an antique, that's part of the charm. Despite that, I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. It looks so good. What a steal for £20. Don't mind this, I look so unwell today. Oh my god. While the chest of drawers is drying, I'm gonna move on to the mantelpiece because I've got something really exciting in that box that I want to install. But I'm gonna give this space a refresh first. Let's get to work. Hey guys, you might notice at some points throughout the video I'm wearing something in my ears, and that's because Raycon have very kindly sponsored today's video. So I've been listening to my favorite Christmas tunes while I'm doing all of this styling. Raycon make these amazing over-ear earbuds that have changed the way that I listen to music. Let me tell you a little bit more about Raycon. Raycon's essential open earbuds sit comfortably above the ear, so no more uncomfortable in-ear earbuds needed for listening to music. This way you can stay tuned into what's going on around you. I love that they're lightweight, comfortable, and have crystal clear sound for the perfect listening experience. And the great thing is that they offer their earbuds at half the price as the big brands while still delivering amazing quality. If you want to check them out, click the link in the description box or go to buyraycon.com/HermioneOpen to get up to 30% off in Raycon's Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales. Now let's jump back into the styling. This is what the mirror looks like in place. So this is what the mirror that I've put here instead looks like. I picked this up for £10 the other day at the charity shop. I really like it. It just looks a little bit different from anything I've seen before. I now have to decide what I'm going to do with these little candle sconces. Do I keep them and just move them slightly further away from the mirror? Or do I put something else there? I don't know. Maybe I'll have figured it out by the end of this video. If not, I would love some feedback in the comments about what I should do here. But for now, that's fine because I'm going to focus on the fireplace. I picked up a bioethanol insert for the fireplace because our chimneys are capped. I did get the gas pipes put all the way up here in case we wanted to put a fire in, but it's so expensive. And this is a fun little hack that I saw on TikTok, so I want to give it a go myself. We did have the air purifier in here the night we put it on for the first time, and we ventilated the space so well that it was showing up as 0.01 with a little green tick. So just wanted to make sure everything was okay, but ventilate the space. I also have this to hand in case anything untoward happens, and every time we have the fire on I actually put it down on the floor. I picked up this fireplace online from a place called Bioethanol Fireplaces. I'm going to leave it linked on screen if you want to check it out. They actually had really good customer service, so I definitely recommend them. After giving the fireplace a good clean, I tried this thing out for the first time this night and it looks so good, and it actually kicks off quite a lot of heat, so really pleased with this investment. I'm gonna plug these lights in and put them around the edge of the mirror here while I decide what to do with the sconces. These I picked up in a charity shop last year. They are my favorite lights ever. They're originally from Habitat, and I wish I had a second pair because I never want to be without these. They're so cool. So let's get them plugged in and see if they can add a little bit more whimsy to the sitting room. Next up, I'm going to change out the handles on this piece. As much as I love these handles that look like they could be the original ones, whoever owned this before replaced the handles on the bottom with these little chrome ones. We've got some ovals and some circles. So I'm going to take this opportunity to switch them out to something really fun, but I will keep these ones in case I ever decide to put them back. In my stash, I found these, which I'm pretty sure were from Anthropology quite a few years ago. And then we have some of these ones from Sustren Grin. I am missing 2 of these though, and I'm going back on the weekend, so I'm hoping I will find a couple more. Those will be on the drawers, and these 2 will go on the door fronts. So here we are, we're at a point where the sitting room has been finished. It's come together really nicely. I've got to say, this layout is so much more practical for the space because it's a little bit more spacious, it's less boxed in. So let me take you on a little tour and I'll show you all of the bits and bobs in the sitting room, where they came from, why we put them there, that kind of stuff. I will say the dining room is now full of Christmas decorations, so that is a project for next year. We will make that really nice and tidy, but for the meantime, this is done. Let's go take a look. Hi ladies. Something's just come through the letterbox. So we've got 2 little very huffy girls over here. Thanks for protecting the house. What are you gonna do about it? You guys are very cute, but I have to get back to what I was doing. So as you come in through the door, this is what you see. We have the fireplace, the alcove, the couch. You might notice I put blankets on the couches so they don't get paw prints on them, but I try to make them match the couches as best as I can. In this corner here, we have my new piece of furniture from the charity shop. I am obsessed with this. I cannot believe it was only £20 and it came up so well. Inside, I'm just storing a few of my tech bits like microphones and stuff. And then on the top, we've got a few things to style it. This piece is from Sustren Grin. We have this picture of me and my nan, baby Hayley. This ashtray was from my nan's house. It's a club she went to when she was younger, when she went to visit the States. And this tray is actually from Sainsbury's. I think everyone and their mum has this at the moment. I'm such a sucker when I go in there because I'm like, oh, I need to go and buy some fruit and vegetables. Trays, candles. It's bad guys. Ooh, anyway, moving on. Over here we have the mantle, which I painted black a while ago. I'm still really loving this color. It's held up really well. The bioethanol fireplace, amazing. Seriously guys, if you've been thinking about doing something like this, 10 out of 10, absolutely would recommend. If you have a capped chimney, there is absolutely no need to get a full fireplace installed. This little gadget really does the job. It's so easy to use. You just turn it on with one of those really long matchsticks and it's great. The top of the fireplace is my favorite area in the room. I've kept it really simple for now because we're about to decorate for Christmas, but I'm actually kind of loving the minimal look. This little vase and the flowers in it are from Sustren Grin. It takes everything in my power not to say Sustrini Greeny because that's what I say to Hayley when I'm talking about this shop. I I cannot pronounce it, I'm so sorry. Anyway, moving on. I've put some little decorations in it that were actually from Sainsbury's in their Halloween section. Thought they looked really cute. And over here, hi, these candlesticks were charity shop finds, and the candles themselves, again, from Sostrini Greenie. So yeah, it's looking a little minimal, but I kind of like that. Moving on over here, we have this beautiful burlwood piece. I do think I'm gonna switch this piece with this one. I'll probably do that in the new year, but as you can see, the height of that one is a little bit better for the television, and I think it would just make the room flow a little bit better. But for now, this is here. I also need to get some more extension cables so I can sort out the mess on the side. That's a project for this week. But I really just wanted to show you guys everything, so don't mind the cables. Inside the cupboard, I keep styling props. So I'm gonna fill this up with all my other little bits from around the house. But for the meantime, I've put it all in here. And all in all, I think it just looks so much better than what was there before. Those other cabinets are moving to the hallway. Oh, Bing. I'm gonna turn them into like a long storage bench. So I'll work on that soon. In this little section over here, we haven't got much going on because this is where the Christmas tree is going to go. So I've kept it nice and simple. But this little coffee table I picked up for £6 from the Rotary Club sale earlier this year. And on it, we have some of Hayley's pictures, one of my pictures, and a couple of my plants live here so they can get some sunlight. In this one, I've put a few little fairy lights just to add some ambiance in the evening time. I think it's really cute. Here is the main couch, which is now perfectly positioned for us to watch TV. I am debating whether to move this print slightly over so it's centered with the couch. I want to keep this little section open because there's a little outlet here and I don't want the couch to get in the way of the outlet. Perhaps a tiny little antique table could go here with a lamp on it. We'll wait and see, but for now it's gonna stay like that. Up in the corner here we've got Hayley's skateboard. I think that looks so good. And then moving down here we have our coffee table. Just got a couple of things on here so it's not completely overwhelming the tiny table. Ideally we would have like a long footstool or a long coffee table here, but I think that's something for a later date. This is what we've got on it at the moment. A stack of books. An orchid that I picked up from Tesco Express for £2 yesterday. Love a bargain. And a fruit bowl that I just picked up from the charity shop. Honestly guys, the fruit bowl lives in the kitchen, but I thought it would look really good here for the video, so here it is. It's like that one Architectural Digest home tour with Dakota Johnson and she's got all the limes.
I love limes. I love them.
That's me, but on a small scale. That is the sitting room. The dining room, as I said, needs work. Don't mind the Christmas prep. I feel like this is the worst time to show you the dining room, but I do want to show you where the sideboard has ended up. It's over here now. We were pretty hesitant to put it here because as you see, it overhangs over the chimney. But I think with the styling and with the lamps, it's not too bad. This was the only configuration we could make work. Oh, I'm about to do something with those today as well. Bear with me on the dining room front. But I think this looks really, really cute. My mum's painting is now here. I'm gonna get it mounted on the wall. I didn't want it anywhere near the fireplace, and I've just put those little stars on it for now, for Christmas, which we're about to go full steam ahead with in the next couple of days. I'm so excited. I can't wait. But yeah, that's the dining room. Needs work, will look better once the Christmas decorations are out of the way. I'll update you in the Christmas decoration video as to how this turns out, but that's the gist of it. Overall, I'm so pleased with the space. There's only a couple of tiny things that I need to tweak now, and it just feels like this is how it should have been laid out before. My arm's killing me, hold on. Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah, it's looking good. I'm feeling positive. For a really long time, this house has felt quite disjointed. And finally, this main space feels like it has proper flow, so we're good. And I think I'm gonna sign out here and enjoy the couch. and the fireplace. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have a great week. Take care. Bye.